good teams. Like we have four games right now that they're not very good. Okay, so let's get better for the playoffs. This is what happens against a good team. We play down there, or a bad team, we play down to their level. We play against the freaking Royals, and what happens? We play up to their level. We come down, we play like today. Okay? You can't be a high caliber team and then come out like you did today.
Let's go SouthBeach on 3, SouthBeach on me, 1, 2, 3, SouthBeach!
Michael K. Smith, also known as Mike on the mic here with S51 Sports. Post-game, after Week 6 action in the Pacific Coast Football League, the SouthBeach Outlaws taking care of business at home for a second consecutive week, this time knocking off the Salinas Spartans by a final score of 20-14. My first post-game interview comes from my man Terrell, aka T. Vincent. And Terrell, I was kind of late getting to the festivities, man. I was rushing from San Francisco broadcasting the fencing championships, if you can believe it or not. A little sword fight action over there in the city of San Francisco out at George Washington High School. It was pretty fun, and you know, of course, Rockwell told me to get on over here in a hurry, so I got here as soon as I could, came in just at the end of the third quarter to do the PA announcing, and then call the fourth, and you know, that's when I saw you step up, make some big plays, especially on that drive in which you guys were kind of fighting through it with some penalties against you for some encroachment calls. There was even a late couple infractions against you, but you came through though, especially on them third downs when they were looking to score inside the red zone, and you guys sacked them, brought him down, made Tremaine Lamb feel very uncomfortable, maybe like this coach is doing right here, got you looking over your back. But tell me about that, T-Dot, you coming up large and getting to a quarterback that's really mobile. Tremaine Lamb, not much passing out of him tonight. He was brought in as a running quarterback, and you made him pay when it really counted.
It really counted. You said it, man. I just had to go. We was limited players today. I went both ways, O-line and D-line, fullback. But we just came as a family like we always do and pulled out the W.
And you weren't the only guy that went both ways. Explain to us why so many of your players had to go both ways tonight.
We wanted to win. And people didn't show up. They got family business, you know, family first. So they have to go take care of their family. We go play with what we got every week, trust me. We go try to get the W any way we can.
This week you guys sported a different look. Instead of the all black, you had the orange tops, and you know, some say that maybe you have a North Bay Rattler look with that, but you know, tell me about it though. I mean, you guys still played hard and coming through with the third straight win now to improve to 3-3 overall in the season, and your second straight at home. How does that feel?
It feel good, and we look better than the Rattlers. But yeah, it feel good getting this win. We trying to keep winning. That's all. We go win until we get to the championship. That's where it counts. Right now, we just trying to get to the playoffs.
And I know you still have a week to prepare, but what's the game plan going into a hostile place to face the Richmond War Angels next week?
We trying to win. I don't know the game plan yet. Coach go let us know, and we go follow his lead.
Your game plan is just to get the quarterback,
right?
That's
That's all I'm trying to do, and fill in where they need me.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the post-game interviews. Once again, that's T-Dot, one of the players of the game. I like to take credit as a player of the game too, though. Coming in, tie situation, and coming out with the victory after I got here. But let's talk to another key player in tonight's victory, that being the Hammer, Mr. Herndon. Hammer, talk to me, man. I was just talking to T-Dot about you guys rolling two ways. That had to have got you tired throughout the game, right?
Well, I didn't go two ways. I got here late like you, but I had to work, so. But I came in, felt a little lost starting it at halftime, but hey, we pulled it out, and for next week, we got to play as one.
I was going to say, what's that like? You know, for me, it's an easy task. I just come in and I do the PA, but what's it like as a player to come in at halftime? You're still kind of, in work mode. You're rushing to get here. You didn't have much time to warm up with your buddies, your comrades out there on the field, and you're forced to just come in straight off of, commute mode and get here and get on the field and play your best. How hard is that to transition from, your previous job to now your job on the field?
Well, if it would have been at the beginning of the game, I don't have a problem with getting here right before the game, but at halftime I felt lost, I felt awkward. It was just kind of hard getting into it, but we pulled it off.
I mean, were you thinking about how your team's doing as you were driving out here?
Oh yeah, I was on our page looking to see if anybody making any posts, but nobody made posts. I texted Amir, he didn't respond like he never do, but hey, that's part of the team. Just I got to get here on time.
So obviously you guys pulled out tonight. You
Yes,
guys
sir.
get that game-winning touchdown late in the fourth quarter to go up by a score of 20-14, and then you guys sealed the deal and kept them scoreless at a time when they were marching. They had a couple drives marching. What does this say about your team now? You guys go to 3-3, and you're feeling pretty good about yourselves. 3 in a row. You win your second straight at home. What does that just say for your team?
We're coming together. We're coming together as one and playing as family. As long as we do that, we're going to be hard to beat.
All right, well, family first, right? I mean, that was the key for the guys that were missing, and that's the key for the guys that were still here as well. So, Herton, Hammer, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Have a blessed
Post-game, hey, you too. And last but not least, Scotty Cordier. Scotty, this is kind of becoming a ritual now, you joining us on the post-game, and obviously it's because you're doing work out there, son. Let's take that game-winning drive into your perspective. How you feeling as you're marching down the field? You know, Tommy getting some big runs. I believe there was a penalty that also helped you guys push forward a little bit. And then, you know, you're driving down the field and you find a wide open Hoosh in the end zone for that touchdown. Just take us through that drive, what you were seeing the whole time from start to finish, and then obviously the finishing play. What was that like?
Right, so the line did a great job on that whole drive. They were giving me time to find the open receiver. Tommy was running hard, giving us good yards, and coach was calling great plays. We just had to settle down and just execute. We would execute throughout the game, but then we'll fall short on certain drives, and that's why we weren't really scoring. Credit goes to the Spartans for their defense, but you know it did fall back on us for poor execution. But that drive, it just worked out.
Yeah, and that drive started off, remember, with the interception, and that should have been taken to the house, but you guys got called for a sideline infraction, and it brought you back, forcing you to have to get on the field offensively and then drive for the score. What does it say, though, that the penalties are still becoming an issue? Some fans felt that maybe the refs were, you know, on the sides for Salinas. I can't say because I wasn't here for the whole game, but, I mean, just give me your thoughts on maybe some of the calls tonight. Did you feel that they were fair? And then, obviously, the fact that you came out and made up for you know, the wrongdoing on your team, but obviously you showed that you can keep yourself composed and still drive for that game-winning score.
Well, when the refs make calls, you know, the refs make calls. We can't. I don't believe in if the refs is for one team or not. We just have to deal with it and move forward. Because once they throw that flag, that's what it's going to be. A lot of penalties that we had was really sideline infractions, and that's on us, really. So we just have to work on that, staying back. But I think it was a pretty fair game. They threw flags on both teams, and I guess we just made more plays at the end of the day.
Now, I know I almost got whistled for a flag late in the game, doing a little bit of announcing while the ball was, you know, at the line of scrimmage. Does that have an effect on you if it was done the other way to you? Would you have asked the ref to maybe ask the announcer to calm it down a little bit?
Not really. You deal with noise all the time, and it's usually really quiet out here. If you can't play with noise, I don't think you need to be playing, really. But I can see how it can be distracting if you're going through a cadence and you have someone else talking. But for the most part, you just have to come out here and play football.
Thanks, man. At least you have my back. Last but not least, brother, hey, next week you guys are traveling out to Richmond to play against the War Angels. Obviously, they're a team that's kind of in the middle of the pack like you guys. They're looking for a win. They're starving. They're hungry. They're going to be at their home field.
Yes.
What's it going to take for you guys to come together and get another win? What could be your fourth straight? I mean, you guys today, you talk about fighting through adversity, having to have guys play two ways and tired and, you know, exhausted throughout the game, but yeah, you guys still pull through. It just seems like you guys just have a knack in you. Maybe it's that championship pedigree from the year before, but just to pull these games out no matter what the circumstances is, explain to me just that and your thoughts on next week.
Well, the War Angels are a good football team. You know, there are a lot of good football teams in the PCFL, so we have to come and bring it every week. As you can see, the Spartans gave us a great game today. But we just have to go out and execute. It's really about what we're going to do on the field. And defense keep playing like they've been playing, I think we're going to be fine. Offensively, we definitely have to pull our own weight. But if we continue to get better each game, I think we'll be fine against the War Angels. We just got to make sure we come ready to play.
All right, well, Scotty, I always love getting you down here and talking to you post-game, pre-game, whenever, man. You're always an honorable guest with us, and we love having your time, man. And go out and enjoy this win. And once again, congrats on sealing the deal with that game-winning drive and coming away with the third straight victory now to get to 500 on the year. So,
all right, thank you.
All right, folks, that was Scotty Cordier, the starting signal caller for the South Beach Outlaws, who once again improved improved to 3-3 on the season after scoring a 20-14 victory at home. Next week will be week 7 in the PCFL when they travel to the 510 West Contra Costa County. We're out here in East Contra Costa County. We're far east, they're far west when they go on to take the Richmond War Angels. So you don't want to miss it. My man Rockwell will be giving you the video coverage. I won't be there, but hey man, keep me in your spirits. This is Mike on the mic, signing off for S51 Sports and Week 6 action in the Pacific Coast Football League.